Hey, I'm Ed Muzik from Christchurch. So I've been doing music since about 2005 or 2006. I think I can't remember my first shows, maybe 2006. At the Wonder Bar in Christchurch or in Littleton with Charlie Ash, and used to play lots of shows back in Christchurch when we had like Shocking Pinks and the Tiger Tones, Pig Out, House of Dolls, Fraser Brie, Bang Bang Ish. You know, those were good days back then. Lots of good bands around then, and some of them have kind of moved on and doing other stuff, and I'm still kind of, because I'm just one dude, I've managed to continue just plodding along, and then decided to make sort of a bit more of a full band. So I've got a drummer and a bassist, and also sort of took all my stuff from, like, I write everything on a computer, but I now sort of shifted it all through to an MPC, so it's all playing through a sort of MIDI tracks rather than just like soft synths and things, to try and kind of balance like the live drum, live bass, electronic drums, and sort of MIDI stuff. So I kind of try to bring it all together, and then just kind of rant over the top about certain things. Yeah, so I've not really done a proper album as such. I've sort of did an EP in maybe 2006, and another one. I did another one last year, and I guess in this sort of day and age where you just kind of release things to the internet, doesn't matter what the package is, whether it's one song, two songs, 5 songs, or a whole album. But I have always thought, I've kind of got all these songs that I release that I kind of think there's a set list that would be an album somewhere, and if I somehow got the money, I would go into the studio and get someone to record the drums properly and record the bass properly, and then record my vocals properly and things like that, and try and release that as a proper album. But those sort of things don't maybe necessarily matter as much than kind of releasing things on a one-off basis and just whenever they seem relevant. But obviously one would like to have a record deal or a label that wanted to distribute you, who then told you to do things this way or this way. But as I don't, and I'm kind of lazy, I've just got to kind of gone around it about this way, I guess. We did a video for A Song Falls in the Woods, and Natalie, who's my drummer, who works for she edits videos. She works for a company called Shuriken in Christchurch, and so she directed the video, and we sort of all worked it all out and what we wanted to do, and and we managed to get a making tracks grant for it. But yeah, we sort of again, it's a sort of kind of a cynical critique of a song, so it's got a bit of a overly serious video maybe, and actually when the producer from saw what the script was, he was just like, "Oh, this is great. I haven't done an art wank video for so long," and that was kind of like, we were like, yes, that's what we wanted to do, because on the one hand, it's tongue-in-cheek and it's humorous and all these things, and then we turn up and do this like really po-faced, we're taking ourselves really seriously video, and so that was kind of what we wanted to do. And also, we're really proud of, that's the video is the only time I've ever got any money from anyone to do anything, and so we wanted to make the best job of it we could, and do things as seriously as possible, and make it look like really professional quality, and I think we've done a really good job with that. Yeah, so we're as a band collectively obsessed with Lady Gaga, and in a not in a like post-ironic way, but in an actual genuine like the most amazing thing on the face of the planet sort of way. So we came up and went to the gig 2 years ago and got all dressed up and everything, and we just spend lots of time watching videos and at home just poring over the videos and looking for all the symbolism and things like that. So yeah, we're desperately trying to get on the bill and open for Lady Gaga. So we've got like a web campaign where we're trying to we've got a series of webisodes about how we're going to plan to open for Lady Gaga, because and one of our stepping stones was we were going to be opening for Weird Al Yankovic in Christchurch. He was meant to be coming about May 2011 and March 2011, and because of the earthquake he decided not to come, but that was going to be like a big stepping stone, because he had just done a Lady Gaga piss take, and we were going to be opening for him, and then we were going to be like, get him to talk to her manager or something and get us up there. But yeah, so we're still kind of trying all avenues, trying to get in touch with the management, and we just think we'd be, so if Gaga, if you're out there, we are the perfect band to open for you. Yeah, well, I think one of the things about Gaga is that, and why I guess I back her, and maybe despite so lots of naysayers about her last album, like I'm willing to give her the benefit of the doubt, is because I think that she's obviously a global phenomenon, and a global phenomenon in the scale as a pop artist that we haven't seen since the heights of Michael Jackson or Madonna in the 80s. And I think that in this sort of fragmented media environment, internet, all these sorts of things, like I really want to see someone and back someone to that level where they can become this universal pop star, because I think that part of the thing when you listen back to Madonna or NJ is that there's a kind of unifying thing, and that that in the 80s that everyone knew the song and most people probably liked it, and it was just a big thing, and you'd have these massive mega concerts, people 80,000, 100,000, some of those guys went to like Brazil and played 1 million people, everyone singing along together and that sort of thing. And I'd like to think that we can go, that someone can kind of bring it back to that sort of level, and I think that Gaga is someone who kind of, yes, there's lots of teeny boppers and stuff, but there are also people my age who think that it's actually can see that sort of level of it as well, and want to be there for the shared experience, and want to, because I wasn't around when Madonna was filling stadiums, and I wish I was, but seeing Madonna now at the Super Bowl makes me incredibly sad, and I don't share the, I want to be living that experience now in 2012 rather than trying to constantly go back to seeing the Truth or Dare tour in 1990, and that's kind of the thing that I think that you can get from Gaga that you can't get from any of the kind of, I don't know, like Backstreet Boys are touring with New Kids on the Block. I mean, that's not going to do it. So yes, Song Falls in the Woods has got sort of like strong like piano house sort of revival sort of thing, which is it's something that I quite enjoy, and it's funny as well actually if you go back and listen to Ace of Base, Happy Nation, or The Sign, the whole album, like it's actually like a really weird kind of combination of pop music, and like you can see that they're bringing in all the influences from what was current in the dance scene back then, which kind of is a sort of, you don't think of Ace of Base as like pop or dub acid house, but it sort of is. Anyway, I try and pull those sort of elements in because I enjoy it, but I also have to kind of, I think in my head when I start writing a track, I'm always looking at trying to create like a 6.5 minute house banger, and then I end up having to pull it back to about 3.5 minute pop song. So there's the sort of the two ends of the spectrum in which like I feel like I want to be writing music for clubs, at the same time I need to kind of tie it to what I can do on stage, which is sort of shorter, poppier songs. So it's sort of the mix between the two of them, and that kind of sort of late 80s, early 90s house sound is something that I really like, and I've been trying to do it. But at the same time, there's only so many times you can play like house piano on a track before everyone thinks that that's kind of what you do. So I've got to find some more sounds to pilfer really from the early 90s. Sweet. Well, thanks for listening, and of course you can go through and check out some stuff on edmuzik.co.nz. Ed is spelt ED and music is spelt MUZIK, which is a little bit confusing. But hopefully we'll have some more stuff coming out soon.